Hi, everyone. I am Dr. LaKisha James, the host of Talks with LaKisha. Today, I had the pleasure of having a conversation with the expert of the experts. She, I called her that. Before I introduce her, I want to ask you all a question. How many of you are living in your purpose? How many of you know your purpose? Take a moment to think about that. A lot of us go through life not living our purpose, but ask yourself, are you living in your purpose? If you are, great. If you're not, now's the time to start. I would like to introduce to you my guest, Yoli Cox. She is the CEO of Let It Out Brands and an award winning transformation catalyst for groups of individuals with highly active careers and lifestyles. She is the expert at transforming lives full of chaos into lives balanced. We want to hear more about that, right? With career success and overall wellness. Welcome, Yoli. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much for having me. I am doing just great. Just got back from traveling, so I know all about chaos and trying to pull everything back together, reorganize, and get your life back into a place of peace because that's important to me.
Oh my God, peace is so important. Ooh, I
Mm.
think a lot of us practice peace on a daily basis, like doing something that brings us peace. Like you and I, we
Yes,
like to go to the gym, we like to work out. It's such peace and tranquility to me,
yes. I
taking
did it
care of
this
yourself.
morning. So I am a morning, and I'm not a morning person. Let me just be clear. I want everybody in your network and mine to be very clear. I'm not a morning person, but I will get things done in the morning for myself. It does not mean I want to talk to other people and include them in my morning things that I do. But I do find a lot of solace in just the morning routine that I have, just the quiet time that I am able to just, have in the meditation, in the time that I'm able to give to myself, whether it's working out, whether it is just sitting, because I absolutely believe doing nothing is something. So I can take in that for myself as well.
I love it. I love it. Now, Yoli, we met a few years ago when we were introduced from the Founder World Women's Conference and Awards. That was such an exciting time, wasn't it?
It definitely was interesting to say the least.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you are the CEO of Let It Out Brands. How did you start
Yes.
Let It Out Brands?
Whew, now that is a very big story, and certainly you all can take a look at my TED Talk for some additional information. But this really started when it was a Friday afternoon, and I'm doing paperwork. Just kind of walk with me through this visual. I'm doing paperwork, and I'm just back and forth, traveling, doing all the things that any corporate person would be doing. I stand up this Friday, and then all of a sudden I realize I am on the floor when I wake up. I'm on the floor. I had passed out. I didn't obviously know I did.
Mhm.
So I'm up. I don't know how long I was out. I drive myself to the hospital. Who does that? I take
Wow.
myself to the hospital, and I'm in there, and this doctor, he's telling me, he's like, yeah, you got to get this under control. Your blood pressure is well over where it needs to be, and this is life threatening at this point. And he's giving me all of these things that need to happen before he's going to let me go. What did I say? Can you hurry up? I have a 3 o'clock meeting that
Right.
I got to get myself back home to. He's like, yeah, no. If this does not come down, you're going to be admitted, is
Hmm.
what is going to happen. So it was at that point, the realization of life threatening did not take hold to me, because I'm still trying to bargain with him on leaving. But then once the realization hit me that, okay, I really could die. This
Hmm.
could have been completely different at this point. I
Hmm.
I just I kind of said no more. I said enough is enough, and I did not, right away. It wasn't like an overnight sort of change, but I started pieces at a time, taking control of my life and taking back the power that I had been giving away to everything and everybody. Because
Hmm.
that's a thing, there were people that were taking things away from me. There were the job taking away from me. It was just a lot of extra stuff that was not necessary. So that's how Let It Out brand started. The Breathe Fitness. I had a fitness studio. I mean, it was just so many things that came about because of that. And it was necessary because I had to transform my life before I could
Absolutely.
transform others.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's like we have to relate, go through something in order to for the next person to relate what we go through. It's like I can't relate to you if I haven't been through what you're going through or what
Yeah.
you've been through.
Hmm.
I love it. I love it. And you also went over the need for that. So you saw the need because of you passed out in your living room. You didn't even know it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you think about, and I'm sure there are plenty of stories for of people that have had very high blood pressure. The things that come along with stress. Stress is such a killer, and it's so
Yes.
silent. All of a sudden, it just takes over. But you recognize that you just want to miss the signs. It's not
Mhm.
that you don't know that they're there. You want to miss them. You want to miss the fact that you have the breakouts in your face. You want to miss the fact that you have this acid reflux going on. You want to miss the fact that you
Wow.
got these headaches going on because you're going to take something to get rid of the headache. You're going
Mm.
to take something to get rid of the acid reflux. You're going to do something to control the acne or whatever the breakouts that come along with it, but you're not going to get to the root of the problem until you say enough is enough. And that is when I said to myself, okay, it's
Mhm.
enough band-aids that's going on. I can't do band-aids.
Ooh,
Band-aids will
listen.
not allow me to get rid of what's going on the inside and really
Hmm.
get rid of the stress. I
That
had to
part.
take care of that part. So
Mhm.
that way I could start to release, know the signs. It's not like they don't happen. I still have stressors and
Mhm.
triggers that come with it, but now I know how to handle
Yes, those triggers, boy. Woo, girl, that's another story for another day. That's
it.
another segment.
Uh-huh.
So you are the award-winning transformation catalyst for groups of individuals with high active careers and lifestyles. What happened to you
Yes.
for you to recognize this?
I have I've had an opportunity to speak to groups in Africa, in Finland, in
Mhm.
Mexico, and so many different places across the world. And it my mission has really been to make sure that I bring the awareness of what these stressors can cause your body. Wellness is very important to me, and I also work
Mhm.
for a pharmaceutical company, so I see both ends. I have both
Mhm.
ends of those things that I can understand what's going on. Yes, you can treat the problem with the pharmaceutical side, but really what it boils down to is your mind, body, and your soul. It's got to be an all-in-one scenario for me. So it is the blooming of being the transformation catalyst that allows me to help inspire others to become their very best based on where they are in life. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. I don't care if you are a stay-at-home mom or you are
Mhm.
this high-powered person that is a vice president, president, CEO. I don't care what you do. You still have to have a lifestyle that represents where you are, who
Mhm.
you are, so that you can live inside of that. Because I can give you 10,000 plans, but if they don't fit what you do, then it won't matter.
That part right there. Yeah. So you're the expert of lives full of chaos because of what you've been going through, what you experienced when you fell out and dealing with other people with those high value
Yes.
careers.
Yeah, and you really have to keep it simple. The,
Hmm.
the the chaos piece of it, people can relate to that. I can relate to that. But
Yes.
finding a way to keep those things simple for me, and that's where the shift piece comes in for me. I talk about having a shift all the time because it has to be simple, and you have to make sure. So shift means simple. You hydrate, you integrate activity, and then you also fuel by making sure that you have the right things going inside of your body. It's got to be a food aspect in there. You can't always eat French fries every day and things that are
Girl,
high in
listen.
fat content, high in fat content. And then you have to make sure that you are talking to the right people. So all of those things for me allow for the shift. But it took me some time to realize that again, it's not an all of a sudden thing. I didn't want to always talk to people about the things that was going on inside of my body. It took a minute for me to
Hmm.
come to that realization. So I don't say to your audience all of a sudden you're going to want to tell the world about what's going on with you, but you can write it down. Journaling is still being able to talk it through. It's a first step. And
Mhm.
if you start with one thing, just one step, it will allow you to gain more as time goes on.
Yeah, I started journaling not too long ago, and it's like it's very therapeutic. Like things that you're thinking,
Yes.
it's good to put it down on paper, just like writing a book. And then I think once
Hmm.
you write it down on paper, it becomes real. It's like, am I
Yes.
actually feeling this way? Is this actually
Uh-huh.
happening?
Hmm.
I love
or
that
or it
journal.
might not be happening. It,
That's
it
true
could
too.
be it could be some things that some narratives that we create, some problems that we create in our mind, and that happens quite a bit. I mean, we all do it. It is things and problems that we have decided that have taken place, and then after we get it all written down and we look at it again, and you're like, no, that's not even real. That did not happen. None of that happened. Nobody said that to me. I made that up. I made that up
Mhm.
in my mind for whatever the reason is. But writing it down allows us to process, allows your mind to process and your heart to connect to it, to process it. And then, you can kind of make some sense of it along the way. Now, I won't get into the neural pieces of it that go along with it, but there's so many things that come along with just the connector pieces
Mhm.
of writing things down, of journaling. Your brain really processes things a whole lot differently.
I love that. I love that. So I need to keep journaling.
Yes.
Find out more about myself. So you believe that success and a fulfilled life must include a holistic wellness routine. Tell us more about
Mhm.
that.
Well, it starts with the morning. It starts with my morning routine.
Mhm.
I don't just jump up and get out the bed. I don't just hop up, let me get on social media. I don't just jump up and start. I don't just jump
Mhm.
up, let me get to some emails. There is a process for me. I when I wake up, and I'm not the person that and there was a TikTok trend. I remember seeing it, and we were all laughing about it so much. I think the gentleman, he would wake up and it was 8 o'clock and he was putting his face in some kind of expensive water, and he was moving on and on. His whole day was involved with this expensive water. It was so funny. But
Wow.
for me, it is, I am slowly opening my eyes. I am meditating. I am moving slowly. I am allowing myself the peace of moving around. And it's still dark. I am not allowing light to hit me right away because I want to be able to have that conversation with God. That is what I'm doing right away. I meditate as soon as my eyes open up. Before I do anything else, that has to happen. Prayer
Hmm.
has to happen. Slow movement has to happen. I am going to sit and have tea or coffee, whatever the case may be. At that time, most of the time it is coffee, but I'm going to sit and do that and give myself a chance to just be with myself. You have to enjoy yourself. You should be your own best company. And why not start your day with yourself? It's
Why
quite all
not?
right if you have a conversation with yourself. Affirm yourself. I, I say it many mornings. Yolanda, this is going to be a great day. I'm excited about the day. I'm looking forward to what God has to offer me today.
Yes.
Those are things that can be said, whether you say it to yourself, I say it out loud. I live by myself. So I can say these things out loud and feel happy.
Hmm.
Every day is not going to be roses and rainbows, but you can always make something great inside of your morning. Start your morning with the most positive energy possible. So that's where my morning routine starts. And then from there, I'm ready to take on anything. I'm not telling you the snags and the scrapes and bruises don't happen along the way, but man, I'm ready to at least take them on because I started my day in a positive way.
I love that. I love that because words are powerful. And then affirmation, like speaking aloud, like it gives word like life and it activates it. So I
Yes.
love that. And I remember when I was married, my ex-husband, he used to get up in the morning because he was a truck driver. He would get up in the morning, just sit on the bed for like 5 minutes. And it was so funny to me. But now it's like hearing your morning routine. I said, now it makes sense. He never expressed it
Mm-hmm.
like that, but that's exactly what he was doing, just getting himself together,
Yes.
having time for
Yeah.
himself and not moving too quickly.
No.
I may
I,
have
I
to.
believe, and my mom used to say this all the time. when you are living in your peace, you
Hmm.
don't need to move quickly.
Ah, that is powerful, Yoli. That
Why?
is so
Why?
true.
And
Absolutely.
and she's 88. So it took me a while to really understand it, because if you are living in peace, how is it going to get to you if you're moving so quick?
Wow, that is so true. I'm gonna have to try that because I'm slow at getting up in the morning, but I get up and just get my day started. But of course, I do pray and thank God for waking me up. But I like to move. I
I
need to
do
start
too.
doing that.
But what
That's a
what what are you moving to do?
get right, get the day started, and it's already gonna be there. When I get up and do it, if I wait 30
Mhm.
minutes to an hour, it's still gonna be
Mhm.
there.
It's still gonna be there. It is not
Wow.
going anywhere. I don't. I typically I'm not rushing into anything. Even if I'm in the airport, I am going to allot the time that I need in order
Hmm.
to get wherever it is I'm going. I'm not rushing to a gate. I'm not rushing to. I'm not going to do that. I just won't. I am going to get there in enough time to sit in the lounge, to sit wherever it is. I am going to sit so I can enjoy being still.
Being
That's You
still.
just don't know what is going to come to you just by being still.
Ah, I love that. Just by being still. Yeah, I had to practice more of that. I love it. Ooh, this is good, Yole.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. Even if it was just that piece that we were here to do, then I'm happy.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what are some of your specialty programs that induce the lives of increased productivity and achievements for multiple life goals?
Well, it really it is the shift.
Hmm.
That one right there, that brings a lot of healing for a lot of people, and that one I will do over and over and over again. And then I just recently stopped teaching group fitness. It was my love for a very long time, almost
I
20
remember
years.
that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
for almost 20 years, I was a group fitness instructor. So I just recently stopped doing that. And so now I just facilitate wellness courses. I am just focused on what really whatever the client wants to have a discussion on for that group. The last one was about how to have their it was a human resources department, and they were struggling with just the communication factor.
Hmm.
And the reason they were struggling is because they were so high in so highly in intense, they so much intensity in just their communication style that they were
Wow.
not they were not able to be still. So we worked on stillness, we worked on meditation, we worked on just them being within themselves. We did some meditation, we did some things that allowed them just to live in the moment so that
Hmm.
they could have some tools to be free inside of their own heart, so that way when they started to communicate with each other, it sounded different, it felt different.
Mm.
So I'll have some follow up with them in the weeks to come. But really, what this is all about, what I do at this point in life, is help people to be in their moment, whatever that looks like for them.
Hmm. I love that, Yoli. So, what professional accreditations do you possess? I know you possess some.
Oh man. So I am. I know, right? Outside of the degreed pieces that I have, the school, the engineer, all of the stuff. I have a uh, nutrition certification in addition to the fitness certification. I have 22nd to 22 secondary certifications that come along with fitness as well. I don't want to name them all off, but I have quite a few.
You said 22.
22, yes.
Jesus.
I take a lot of time
Hmm.
to really move into what that looks like. So if I'm going to take a class, I'm
Hmm.
usually going to know how to teach the class. If it is spin, I also know how to teach it. I'm not just going to take it. I'm going to know how to teach it as well. I'm going to know how to it whatever that looks like. It is just who I am. I just was I don't know, I was born like that. I guess.
That's
But
good though.
that's pretty much who I am.
Okay, okay. Now, what you were experiencing falling out with your high blood pressure, was that something that brought passion to you? That's the top priorities for you, the nutrition and working out
That
lifestyle?
was, oh yes, that in addition to being overweight, at kind of in my 20s, I was,
Mhm.
pretty much, well, in that obese area. And my doctor was like, yeah, you're gonna be on blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine, diabetes
Ooh,
medication. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. If you just give me a chance, can I give me an opportunity here
yes.
before you start adding on, because she was going way too far. And she gave me 6 weeks to
Mhm.
pull it together. And that's actually when I took my very first group fitness class. And like I said, once I take it, now I got to teach it. I took my very first class. It was called Turbo Kick. Shortly after, I went and got a certification in it, and that started the process of me getting these now 22 certifications later. But it changed me. It
Mhm.
changed me when she said, take all of these medicines. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do
That part right
that.
there.
I don't want to do that. I know I got to, figure out the hereditary pieces of it, but at
Mhm.
least give me an opportunity to make some corrections at the beginning. And that is where it started to make the changes for me.
I love that. I love that. So you are
Yeah.
AKA. How
Yes,
proud of
ma'am.
you of that? How proud of you of that?
We say that again.
I said, how proud of you of that, being an
Oh
AKA.
my gosh. Very, very proud. I love my AKA. I love as you can see my background, pink and
Mhm.
pearls in the background. It is such a big part of my life. My wonderful line sisters, and in addition to my chapter, the sorority in a whole, everything about it is just it's just a wonderful opportunity for service to all mankind.
Mhm.
And serving is who I am. It is how I was raised. It is everything that I've been designed to do. It's part of my purpose. As you talked about right at the beginning, it is my purpose
Mhm.
for serving, just in the area that I am in. I like to stay in my lane. I don't typically get outside of you're not gonna see me serving in the mathematical analytical area. That's not gonna be me. I'm not
Listen.
gonna serve in that lane. I am going to serve in the lane that's designed for me. And that's a
Mhm.
message right there. Please, y'all, stay in y'all lane. Stay in the lane that's been designed for you, because if you try to get in somebody else's lane, you're not gonna do it right. That's not your lane. It won't
Absolutely
work for
not.
you.
Absolutely
And the
not.
resources that you need won't come to you because you meddling in somebody else's business. But I know that's not this talk. So
But you're talking good, sister. You're talking
yes,
good, though.
I do stay in my lane, and I serve inside of AKA for the things that work well for me. So the wellness, working with families, working in Pink Goes Red is this month, as a matter of fact.
Hmm.
So our chapter for Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated will be in Pink Goes Red. That'd be the only time we have a little
Just a
inch
little
of
red.
a little inch of it.
I love it. So what was your line number?
11.
Eleven.
Yes, I am the double ace of the line.
I love it. How many were you guys on the line?
It was 33 of us. It's 33.
33. That was a
Yes,
huge
yes,
line.
yes, yes. Yeah.
I
So I'm
love
very
it.
proud of my accomplished pearls. I love them all.
Let's knock off my pearl earrings. I see you got yours on too.
Yes,
Love the
indeed, every
pearls.
day. Every
Love the
day.
pearls. Yes, ma'am. You are a TEDx speaker. What was that experience like
Yes.
for you?
Whew. That's a lot of work. I will
I
tell you that
heard.
it is a lot of work. I don't think I realized how much effort is involved between the rehearsals and making sure that the details of the talk are on point.
Mhm.
The slides, the it's a lot of effort. But it's so rewarding being able to get your story inside of this 7 minutes, 8 minutes.
I was just about
Yeah,
to ask how many 7 to 8 minutes.
seven, eight
And they
minutes.
got to be impactful 7 to 8 minutes.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
If I had to do it over, I definitely, and I don't know, God has not brought that to my mind just yet. But if I had to do it over, I definitely would move into more of a very specific area of
Mhm.
wellness, just to bring a more technical piece to it. But man, it was so rewarding just to get the story out and to allow my heart to speak to other people.
I love that. I love that. I've heard it's hard to be a TEDx speaker. Is that true?
Yes. I think I applied maybe 3 or 4 times in a few different cities. And then finally in the Indianapolis area. And then I could drive back and forth to there. And it was around the COVID time. So some of the meetings were virtual as well. So that kind of helped a little bit also. But yes, you have to be very, very specific in how you are applying to be a TEDx speaker.
Very specific. I love it. I love it.
Mm.
So you are an international best-selling author of several self-help
Yes,
books.
yes.
Did you think you were able to become a contributing author for books?
No,
No, me
no,
either.
I did not. Someone asked me to contribute to one, and I was like, "You want me to do what?" Okay, so I wrote one, and then I got asked to do it again.
Okay.
And actually, as a matter of fact, I'm almost done with the edits of my own, so I will be releasing my own journal here coming up very soon. I literally am on like the last couple of pages, so that will be released probably in the next week or so. The ISBN is already cleared and everything, so I am excited about the release of what is called the Velvet Renewal. And it is a journal for women over the age of 45 that
Mm,
is real. They are really looking to get back to themselves because once you get to that age and older, there's a lot of things that I don't
okay.
think I expected
Mm-mm.
to
We hear the
happen
stories.
in this journey as well. And oh boy,
Hmm.
it definitely caused me to rethink some things along the way.
Well, I love that. Congratulations. I can't
Thank
wait to
you.
get a copy of that. I know it's going to
Thank
be
you.
some
You
rich
absolutely
business.
will.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Sheldon, for taking time out your busy schedule. I really
Yes,
enjoyed it. And I'm sure everyone that's watching enjoyed it too.
it was
Now,
my pleasure.
you all know that I like to end my show with something that you can take with you, right? So I think Gandhi said it best. Be the change you want to see in the world. Until next time, I'm your host, Dr. LaKisha James, the host of Toss with LaKisha, where you get real conversations and real information. See you next week.